When I divorced at 72, after these 28 years with Willie, I said, okay, from now on, I will be alone. People would say, oh, but you're so brave to divorce at 72. Well, it takes more courage to stay if something is not working. Mm. So I sold the big house that we had, moved to a little house with thinking I will live here alone with my dog and write, which is what I love. And then this guy, an attorney in Manhattan, heard me on NPR and emailed my office because he didn't like what I said. And my assistant answered, and then the next day he wrote again, then I answered. And he kept writing every morning and every evening for 5 months. This is a stubborn person.
Over email?
Over email. We never met until I came to New York because I had to do something with Planned Parenthood. And then we met. And he invited me out for dinner. And I was sitting there thinking, what am I doing here? And then I said, look, what are your intentions? Because I'm 72 years old, I don't have any time to waste. And you know what? This is a man willing to take risks because he choked on the ravioli, but instead of escaping, as I would have escaped, if someone would have attacked me like that, he stayed. And then 3 days later, he wanted to marry me. The poor guy didn't know what he was getting into. And then we started dating long distance, which is wonderful because you idealize the person. We would do, for example, we would FaceTime. And so we would FaceTime, he in Scarsdale and me in California, where I live, in Northern California. So we would decide, oh, today we eat fish. And so we would have dinner together on FaceTime with a phone there and candles, and we would eat fish, and we would have prepared the fish. So it was very romantic. And eventually, Roger sold his house, gave away everything it contained, and moved to California, which for him is like Africa. He was born in the Bronx and has lived all his life in New York. So he was willing to take a risk. And I was willing to take also the risk of having this unknown guy come and live in my house with 1 bedroom. So it's working. And then we got married, so it's really working. Yeah!
My mother's also in the audience. I think it's a very inspirational story.
Why, is she in love with someone?
No, but, you know, she's looking for love.
She's
so now we
looking
know.
for,
Just...
Lady, go on NPR. That works.